Hey, thank you for joining us for this review of the Alterna comic, Tinseltown. This is the director's cut, so it is the first 5 issues collected. It is written by David Lucarelli, Henry Ponciano, and HDE as the letterer. The first thing to say about it is this is one of the best written comics that you will find. Alterna has a thing for having really good art. All of their books have really good art. But a few of them, the writing, whether it's because it's for children, so it's very simplified, or a couple of them have just, it's not the strongest dialogue in the world, but the art and the story is good. This one has some of the best writing that is going today. Lucarelli is just a spectacular writer. And to be completely honest with you, it is a read that just flies by because there's so much packed into such a... There's only 5 issues, and it has enough story that the average Marvel series would take 2 years and 28 issues to get through. But it has it in 5, so it moves quickly. It's wonderful. The one problem that people have said, and I've actually spoken to Lucarelli through Twitter, and he said people argue that the first book went too slow. And while that is true about the first 12 pages, it has a lot of setup and has a lot of story to give you, to get you going. It's not too slow. It's just right, honestly. But especially when after you get through that first 12 pages of the first issue, the story really picks up and it just moves really quickly. I mean, it moves from place to place. I always have to say a negative or at least something that isn't positive about everything I do, just so that you know that I'm fair. And one thing is that occasionally on very simple panels that have not much going on, it has a real dynamic setup. It's kind of weird because it'll go from what is pretty much a very straightforward style on something that's actually supposed to be very intense, and suddenly you go from these straight up panels to this real dynamic cross style, and it's a little funny at times the way it does it, but the art is spectacular. It has just amazing art. And again, I honestly think it should have been 7 or 8 issues long. The same story could have filled 7 or 8 issues. Because once she meets these cowboys and they start doing all this, the story just flies. There's so much going on, and it moves so quickly. This is of course, the trade version, the collected version, and it's great to read the entire story all in one book. Again, the art is really, really good. It really is. It has everything you want from a book. From the coloring is great. It's dynamic. The angles and the shots are really good. It really does move quick. One of the things I love about it is some of the panels are super dynamic. Some of the angles, like this wide angle that it has, and just the entire page is just perfect. This is the splash coming out of the beginning of the 5th part, and it is just, the look of it is great. Just all of it is just awesome. It has just perfect shading, perfect coloring for what it is. And again, it moves so quickly. This last part this could have been 2 parts easy, and you wouldn't have missed anything. But also a great thing that comes along with this is that at the end there is a gallery that gives you both the covers as well as some posters and things and art that they did. Just some of the art in here is great. Just wonderful art. It has a gallery that some of the art is just amazing. In here, it's done by a lot of different people. With, Ryan Wynn with his style. So it's wonderful. It is a quick moving, quick paced, very, very well thought out, amazing writing, great dialogue. It is 5 issues, all collected in one. Tinseltown, the director's cut. It's a definite recommend. It's one of the best written comics you will find out there today. Luckily, it's an ongoing series. They have, season 2 or part 2 Issues 1 and 2 are out, or coming out, and it's just a wonderful find. That when I first time I read this, I was just immediately enthralled with it, and I had to finish it basically in one sitting. It moves quick. It's definitely something that you would like to get into, and even that as a trade goes at $14.95 for 144 pages is really good. It's really solid. It's definitely something that ups the game for Alterna as far as the quality of the books is just really good. It's just the writing is really good. It's really solid and very imaginative, and I love that old early 20th century feel. It hits it just right. The dialogue is even good. It doesn't use too many modern phrases or anything to kind of throw you out of the story. It's just awesome. So definitely this is a recommend. Lucarelli, Ponciano, HDE, Tinseltown, Alterna, AlternaAccess.com. Stay tuned for more reviews, and you know how it goes. Like and subscribe, do all the YouTube things, bells, notifications, that whole thing. And join us next time for more comic reviews, entertainment talk. We're going to start streaming here soon. All of it. Thanks. See you next time.